And a good morning to everybody. Welcome to Crowdsurfing. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Camilla.
I'm Joy Evans.
Yes, it's Thursday. We're doing Crowdsurfing a little bit later, but don't worry. We'll still do the news, which we normally do in this section. Yes. We'll be doing that tomorrow morning, so we got you covered. We want to say thank you to some people. We want to say thank you to some of our Kickstarter backers, to Jordan Schoenberger.
Oh.
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah.
I know Jordan.
Richard, Danielle, Slurm, and Bitsy.
The Slurms, yes, I know them.
Like, it sounds like the parents' names, and then their kids are Slurm and Bitsy.
Yeah,
maybe.
They love Futurama.
Slurm's not the last name. That's
no, there's a
kid's name? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Slurms McKenzie.
This person wants to do a shout out to their daughter, Jenny Rose Larson. Jenny, you are my sunshine, and I love you to the moon and back. No takebacks, as most parents do.
Oh, that's
what I tell my kids. Mm-hmm. I love you.
No cap.
Take back.
Psych.
Anyhow.
You do. I've heard you say psych to your kids.
To my kids, after I tell them I love them. This person wants to do it to their fiance, Jonathan McLeod. We are getting married August 10th, 2024.
Make some noise.
Congratulations on your wedding.
Yay.
Yes.
Sound effects, apparently.
Timothy Grass. And then Christian Big Rolls Murphy and Gus Little Rolls Murphy.
That's fantastic, by the
Isn't
way.
that like, this sounds like the cast of an amazing play.
Or bakery.
You know what I mean? Or like a really cool band.
Yes.
Big rolls coming out.
And the flute comes out, little rolls.
Little Rolls has a little flute. Yeah.
That makes a little more sense than what I was thinking. All right. Well, this show is sponsored by Gamefound, and each week we take a look at a game on Gamefound that you can back right now. Here it is. Today we're taking a look at Pest, Guilds of Thokea. This is a game in which you are working to help this plague. This plague has shown up here, and you're working to cure people. You're going to go around and find folks who are sick, sending out your doctors, and then working on healing them, and then putting them to work in your own cities or sending them to the capital. So there's a lot of cool aspects to this game. One of them is that you have a worker selection where you're going to be putting workers out on a little board and then picking they get two different actions based on where you put them in that grid. But you can see there's all sorts of other things here. You're getting technology. You get this really cool board that you'll be moving people out on. These cool looking medieval type doctors with the masks that they're wearing, the plague doctor masks. The player board you can see right here. This is where the worker selection is. All these nice little wooden buildings, agenda cards that you're trying to do. So all this comes in this box. There's also an expansion that you can get with this. The Guilds of Thokea. This is an expansion for the game Pest. And then down here you can go to check out the page and see how the game plays, where there's new pests that are coming, new plagues coming, and then this action selection mechanism that I mentioned earlier, and then taking all sorts of actions to help cure people and put them back to use, making society a better place. So you can go check this out with a link in the description of this video. That's Pest and the expansion Guilds of Thokea. All right, we have a lot of different things to look at today. All over the place, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And some very odd stuff. Why is this one here?
Should not be there.
It shouldn't be.
It gets around as a monkey.
That's a later one.
Slide it to the front. All right, here we go. First project.
Slide to the front.
Primates, an evolutionary board game. I don't know if they're talking about the board game is based in evolution or the board game itself is evolution, but also... Sorry.
It's based on evolution. It's about the monkeys progressing through time.
I know.
You're allergic to monkeys.
Maybe.
It teaches evolution. Like, I like how they said, like, one monkey would evolve to be able to, like, climb trees, and the other one could get algae out with sticks. I'm like, what? I learned a lot from just looking at this page.
I like it. I think these are kind of... I've never seen meeples that look quite like those.
No.
They look like kids' drawings from a coloring book.
On meeples,
On a meeple.
Yeah, it almost looks like it'd be the animal stacking game or something like that. Like, it has a very Haba look to it.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
But that does not.
But correct. That is the other end
That
of the
orangutan works out.
That's
an extinct type of ape, I guess.
Yeah,
Probably.
he
They
definitely
kill each
lifting
other.
each day.
Yeah, he doesn't skip.
I think this looks pretty cool. I don't know how long it takes. It's a first-time company.
that the opposite word of extinct is extant. Did you know that?
What?
So
Wait,
we're extant?
Yeah.
extant.
Well, I say extant.
I like
'cause
how he
was,
says
I was trying to make a point that it's the opposite of extinct.
Is extant?
Extant.
Do you have one of those calendars? An opposite word calendar?
I'm sure they have
Your
a word
opposite
for
word
that.
of the day.
Yeah. Off? Oh, I know this one.
Anyway, extant. I don't think I knew that word.
I didn't either.
Or like at least it wasn't in my
Yeah,
head.
I never heard that.
Well,
That's
those monkeys
interesting.
are singing.
Aw,
To each other?
Duets bundle.
If you've ever gone to the howling monkey section of the zoo, it's horrific.
Oh, loud.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
It's
How about
like
the
nails
throwing
on a
monkey
chalkboard.
section?
Oh, gross. What? No, I thought this was interesting because as you're going up the tree and there's a couple different paths, so you're kind of deciding which way the monkey is going to evolve, you know? It looked really interesting. There's not a lot about how to play, but
It's a campaign.
there was enough to kind of hook, you know, to be like, this is interesting. I'd like
I
to
like-
look into it further.
I like the idea of this game more than I like the look of the game.
No, I
though.
agree.
I think
Well-
the look is a little
Well, this is my biggest
first
problem.
timer.
Right
You know
there.
what I mean? Yeah, maybe
I bet
that's
it's
what
the
it
same
is.
thing.
12 artists.
Yeah,
There's one designer, one publisher, and 12 artists.
that's it.
It's
Yeah,
like, whew.
the look is going to be
Yeah.
a little bit all over the place.
And you're seeing that between the meeples and the cards and even the cards
Yeah,
themselves.
that
and the
there
tree.
monkey.
Unless at the end you find the hand of the Statue of Liberty. That would be the best ending to this.
What is wrong with you? All right, let's move
get
to the
it.
next one.
You get it?
Console Wars.
Yeah,
The
this-
card game.
This one.
So Console Wars is, well, there's always Console Wars ever since they've come out. Back in the day, Nintendo versus Sega. Now we got, are you a PS5 or an Xbox?
PS5.
Switch.
Oh, is that a question?
The Switch is not really a,
It's a different.
Like the
it's
Switch
a
people are
different
like-
war.
Switch people like look up from their Switches and like, are you guys fighting?
That's true.
And they go back down and play, and then the
Correct.
Xbox and
That is a good
PS5 are like,
point.
That makes sense for Joey though, because he travels so much. I could see you being a Switch
Thank you.
guy.
Good save.
no, I'm not saying Switch is
Also,
bad.
I
I'm
think
just
Switch
saying
is terrible.
the Switch is awesome. Actually, if the Switch had better, it's obviously inferior to the PS5 in its power.
And Steam
but
Deck.
game-wise, good grief.
It's
Oh, they
too,
have
everything,
it's too
yeah.
white. Like the light on it hurts my eyes. Like my eyes hurt looking at a Switch too long.
But you'd rather do 80-inch TV? Whatever you have.
What?
I
Yeah,
wish
like,
I
those are
wish
pretty
that
bright.
there.
You
The
think
ones
highly of
the
me
old
if I have me.
tube TVs.
So with these console war cards here, I wish that they had gone the route that they did in Video Game Champion.
Yes.
Where they made
I agree.
cartridges and you were like, oh, that's Mario Kart probably, but it looks like a classic. Here they're like Barrio Brothers and Marvelous and
Right.
Phonic. And I'm like, oh, that's so,
My favorite is Mood.
You think it's too?
it's too on the nose.
I like it.
but
I
look
really
at-
like that actually.
Go down to the prototype cards.
I did laugh at the rest of us, but
The prototype cards, I think, look better than these cards. Once he drew a Sharpie, I'm like, man, it's like they almost lost something. He shows them down there, but like these. Go back up.
Oh, you can see that picture?
Yeah, you can zoom in on it, but it's. I
What are you
think
talking about?
those. I think looked.
Those have personality.
They have person-
I
these-
think they
Those
have
look like a
personality.
prototype.
that's from 1,000 blank
Okay, I'm
cards.
saying
But
the
again-
style though.
Yeah, because the style went a completely different direction
Yeah.
with just having a logo. I think that's what you mean, is it has
Yeah.
personality in the card and there's
It's just
movement.
a
I
picture
agree.
of
I don't
text.
like these cards
Right.
at all.
No.
I think that
Yeah.
that little art is like weird.
Yeah,
I like all the funny fake names.
I do too.
I don't like the little person doing something. Yeah.
No.
In fact, they're selling shirts even. They were like, "You liked it? Get a shirt." There you
That
go.
Mood is pretty funny though.
Fork
I mean,
Night is pretty good.
I wonder if I get my son that for Christmas, if he'd be upset.
Fortnite.
I got you a Fortnite T-shirt, and then that's what I actually get him.
Yeah.
What's You Died? Is that Elder Scrolls? Elden Scroll?
That's any of those Elden Ring or
Dark Souls?
Dark Souls, yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Died.
Because you see that screen more than anything else. I meant you specifically,
I
yes.
saw it last night. It's funny. I went through and fought a bunch of bad guys. I'm like, yeah. I'm running. My horse fell off a cliff and died. I was like, what?
So your horse killed you.
Oh my god.
No, I killed myself. All right. Next, rival restaurant Sporks out. So the Spork, which as far as I can tell, has only ever been used at Taco Bell.
Agreed. And you
Or,
can't-
or camping. It's like the camping utensil.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
do
really?
not go
do
without
they
your
have metal
spork.
sporks?
Yes.
Do you want one?
I do. Really
So do I.
badly.
Done.
Why?
You do? You want one?
Yes.
No.
Done.
What?
Christmas. Oh, somebody's
REI.
got
one in
No,
somebody's
you
got
get
a
one?
birthday.
REI, the best
No,
store
somebody's
ever.
got a birthday coming up. You just got yourself a metal spork.
How many people work here? You're getting that many sporks for Christmas.
Done. You got
Are
it.
you made of money?
All right, I have played.
Metal.
$5.
I have played this game, the original game, Rival Restaurants.
Yeah.
They came to Dice Tower West a couple times, and it is a nice but very light game. You're collecting ingredients to do recipes and put them in your restaurant, but there's a little bit of take that in it. It's not quite a mass market game, but it's kind of there. In fact, their logo, Gap Closer Games, makes me think every time I see it of Breaking Games.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
has
looks
just a
like
similar
that.
look, but I think the game is also, if you played Breaking Games, this is similar to that. I liked it, didn't love it. I would play it, but I wouldn't pick it. I like the art. I like the theme. I love food.
Do you mean like if somebody was like, "Hey, I want to play this," you'd be like, "Sure," but you wouldn't recommend it? Like,
Yeah, if
hey,
someone's
do you
like,
wanna
"Hey,
come
we're gonna play this game,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Yeah, I guess," but I would not pick it off the
Got
shelf.
it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you play with Sporks out?
No, I mean this isn't
Okay,
out
that's
yet.
just the big. Well, this is the reprint.
No,
No, but
Sporks Out
this
is
is
a
what they're
brand new
adding
part.
so that they
Yeah.
can put it back on Kickstarter again.
Oh, I swear that way I saw Sporks out.
Sporks.
You might have seen it at Dice Tower West.
Maybe that's what it was. Okay.
Were there asymmetric chefs in the original one?
Yes.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
I like the look of it a lot. I can't speak to the gameplay. I never played the original, but this is
They got good production.
this is one I'd be
Yeah.
excited to try. I don't know enough about it to, like you said, hey, I want to come play this with me, but if there was a green flag up, I'd jump on that.
I like recipes for fulfillment and stuff like this.
I do too.
Yeah,
I
it's
do as
neat.
well. Yeah.
And it's fun with food.
This game.
Speaking of a fun theme,
Card game.
Etymology, the card game.
I was looking for the game in this.
This actually absolutely fascinates me. Like I could definitely see myself just going through these cards and like I love linguistics. I love things like that. I find this fascinating. But like you said, there's not really a game. It's more of
not-
a teaching.
yeah.
It's
It is.
what a teacher has in their classroom kind of thing.
This is
you know?
interesting.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't sound that fun, but it looks like the cards are incredibly high quality. In fact, the
Yeah.
decks look like regular.
They do.
Like
Playing cards.
USPCC
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
Like, and the idea is very clever. It's very nice. You know, you have your Greek roots, your Latin roots, and then these loan words.
Then the loans, yeah.
That's cool. I love it. I just don't want to play this. I want to look at it.
This is definitely something that you have like in the bathroom. Well, not now that we have phones, but you know, like that you have in the bathroom. You know, and you're just like sitting there and you'd like look through it. Whether it's a comic book, this is definitely like a.
And I know there's a lot of
Learning on the can, they call
learning
it.
on the cam.
there's a lot
That's the only way I
of
learn.
use to knowing roots. It helps you with spelling and pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never done this.
Extend.
But I like the idea. That if you read the guy's bio here, he says he's had aggressive brain cancer that was supposed to kill him in 12 to 18 months, but now it's been 24 months ago.
Wow.
So it's just something he's doing. So
That's cool.
good on him. He's doing what he wants to do.
Good.
I like that.
So there you have it.
Oh, I like the Greek one
They
too.
look really
I
good.
really like that. You know what? That's tempting.
Zombie Hordes. This one's making some bank. 266.
And Joey has not
267,000.
stopped talking about it since
I-
yesterday morning.
Go, Joey,
Okay.
go.
This
Back
one
it.
right here. It's got.
He pulls
Okay.
out his notes. I love it.
I
He's
know,
like,
'cause I actually-
"Hold
Wait, you have
up, we're
notes?
here now." Oh yeah.
On
Do you
this
have
one
to
I
see him pull his
did.
phone out. He's like,
I
"Hold
did
up."
because I'm like I.
No, that's just jokes. I
I
think
re-
jokes he wrote. down.
By zombie jokes.
Jokes
I got-
other people wrote.
I got.
Oh, okay, well.
This one right here I like because it's got the boss battler. It looks like a mix between Zombicide and Dead of Winter because I like the idea of Dead of Winter more than the reality of Dead of Winter.
Yes.
You know? So this looks like you have a colony, but you also have the Zombicide combat aspect. And then you have that tower defense thing where your colony has to then line up and block those incoming zombies. I don't know how, if it could all come together as well as I hope. You know?
But the way I do it with these big games, these big sprawling ones, the way I take its pulse is not the miniatures. They can get good minis.
But look at
Right.
Not the theme or whatever, which again can be very fun. Graphic design and illustrations.
it. Yeah.
And
Yes.
this logo and those graphic designs and those cards, to me, scream Kickstarter about 10 years ago. It's like they just don't look, that doesn't look good.
A Christmas tree.
That says
Yeah.
pyramid, I think. The lettering is awful. The whole picture is just dark. That's a bad card. That card looks bad. Their logo is awful.
I
That's
agree.
a big red flag for me. You know, graphic design red flag.
Right.
And that's from there stem all these things.
Well, I looked. They had created one other project that has not fulfilled yet. Because I wanted to find to see how people comment on that one, but it hadn't.
How that game.
What was the other project?
I clicked on some vampire game I'd never heard of, but when you go to it's
Vampire the Mask of
because
Hate.
that is one
production.
thing
No, it wasn't like an IP or anything. It was just like
Is that
some
the Mask of
vampire.
Hate?
Because that is the one thing I noticed is there's not a lot about the gameplay. Like it definitely had me with the theme. I like the 3D. Kind of reminded me of like Apex Legends. Is that what it's called? With the 3D terrain.
Wow, this looks like the
something like that,
exact
but, like,
same game except
I don't know.
vampires. This is their other game they've done. It looks
It
like the
looks-
exact same game.
It does kind of, but vampiric. More wings. Ooh,
Well-
it has to do with a bird.
Well, you guys, this is one that if we get this one, you guys can play. I have zero interest.
You
in
don't.
this.
You're not interested in
I'll
zombie
play with
horde?
you, Joey.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
the only
you.
thing I would do
And it's going to be great.
is I
paint
would
it.
I would ask somebody to paint that zombie pyramid and have them all wear green shirts
Oh my goodness!
so that I could put it up as a Christmas tree.
It looked like one of these pictures looked like a Christmas tree in the side. It's like
How would you make it not look like a Christmas tree
There's
though?
no
Because
way.
they're pyramiding up, right? I mean,
More gore, and just make sure they're not the right
It
colors.
depends on how the
Yeah.
pyramid is. That's very specifically shaped.
It really is basically a pine. It is clearly inspired
Yeah.
by pine tree.
All right. Shuffle Dungeons, the co-op board game of Endless Dungeons. This one's also doing very well. This is from Zero Strategy Games, so it's all luck. That seems like a terrible name for a company.
what?
Zero strategy.
Zero
games.
strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you should at least pretend your game has a little strategy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, not like that. I mean, what happens in 2 years when they want to do a strategy game?
Oh, boy.
Do they have to
Yeah.
branch off? You know?
Yeah.
This one seems fun. I think I backed like 4 things this week, which is sad.
Really?
Oh wow.
Did you
This
want to
one
get it
looks
because it has an
interesting.
opossum whip?
I,
Did you see that?
you know what? It helped.
I do like that. Yeah, there
Look at
you
that.
go.
So nasty.
It's pretty
That's
good.
an opossum's tail.
Should have grabbed the head. And,
I like the look of this one. I think
I
it
do
looks
too.
very vibrant, very interesting. They've done this idea to death.
Yes.
Dungeon
The building.
in a stack of cards.
Yeah.
I swear, like 1 out of 6 games is a dungeon crawler in a stack of cards.
I agree.
This one looks good, though. That doesn't negate, this one looking good. And
Looks
it's
simple.
one I would be happy to mess with.
Yep.
Sling some cards, put down that cross, and sling some cards out there.
I like building your route like this. I know it really adds to the randomness of any game, but
Yeah.
it sounds interesting.
I like it.
I'm sure it's a low price point. I didn't look, but
I'm
Well,
gonna
you
repeat
backed it
myself.
already, I thought.
what?
I can repeat myself. I have zero interest in this
Really?
game. I really
yeah,
Zero
don't.
I'm
strategy.
with Tom on this one.
This
one
whole
doesn't.
walk around in a random dungeon thing with things, like, good grief. Give me a build my dungeon for me or procedurally generate it. This random stuff. Man, I like the cover. I think the cover looks great.
I think procedurally generated is random.
No, it's not.
It's like
It's
they,
random-esque.
Random.
Random. So you ever play Daggerfall? The
No,
second one?
no.
That had random dungeons. Sometimes like there's the lever to open that door.
Yeah.
Behind the door.
Oh,
See, that's random.
Crap, yeah.
Procedurally will keep that from happening.
Got it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tir Nanog. This is a reprint of this game, which has been getting very good reviews all
I
over,
have
including
seen it
us.
everywhere. Yes.
I have not played this. I know who has played this here. Have you guys?
Tom has, right?
I hope so, because he
Chris
said,
played
I
it.
keep playing this game. It's so interesting to me.
Oh,
I'm
there-
fascinated by
I
this
really
game.
am. Oh, here's one thing that's really good about this game is that it is 1 to 5 players, and unlike most games, it plays pretty decently at 5. I was very happy with
Oh,
that.
good.
So the way the game works is there's a grid of cards, and then let me see if I can find the grid of cards. They're different cards of colors and numbers. So there's this grid of cards, and then you place in turn order your workers between 2 of the cards, and then in reverse turn order, you take one of the 2 cards that one of your workers is touching.
Okay.
Which means your worker might get
Oh.
stranded, but that's not that bad because after you pull everyone off, if there's still workers on the board, like both the cards next to them were taken by other people,
Yeah.
then you can take any of the cards that are left.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you take these cards and then you just put them in rows here, and each row has a different scoring mechanism that will change from game to game. Everyone has the same ones, so someone picks 3 randomly. So this one is like, if the number is higher than the previous one, it scores. Things like that.
Oh, okay.
So is that
Okay.
communal scoring, right? Like you all have those same 3 scoring cards, or you have 3?
You all have the same 3. So when someone
Okay,
does it
got it.
randomly and everyone picks the same 3.
Got it. Okay.
What's also great about these cards is that if you put the same color cards next to each other, they form a endless panorama. Which I don't know why.
I see.
It's basically
cool.
the story is you're telling stories. You're a storyteller telling stories. So that's the base.
Sounds
game.
like a smaller game than I thought it was. That's the.
I
that's the
agree.
funny
I
thing.
thought it was a big epic game.
That's
yeah.
what I thought. Big
Yeah.
Euro.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so, did they add an expansion or something, or is it just the base game?
Well, they have to add something, right?
Yeah, they have
Reprint
two new
expansion
things:
and more.
a small expansion and one of those little 18-card escape room things.
Oh, seriously?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they do that. You know, they have those little. Grand Gamers Guild does the.
They do like the holiday
Christmas and Halloween
hijinks.
ones.
I
and
Yeah.
love those.
What are
Is
holiday ones?
Is
Okay.
it set in this one?
Yeah, it's set in this world.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool because their last one wasn't holiday themed either, right? It was was it an underwater theme
they're-
or something like that? So it's cool to see them branching out of that. That's exciting.
Those are hard.
Yeah, I
I've
want
never
to try this
successfully
game out.
done
It
one of
sounds
those.
good.
Is
Really?
this Board
I've
Game
never
Empire
failed.
using our dice tower there? Looks like our dice tower peeking out.
It's messed up.
But
Oops.
Oh,
This is the first time we
You
got
wanna
like
get sued, boy?
we're a link on the side.
What?
oh.
That's gonna help our SEO.
Let's go.
All right. Anyway, I highly recommend this one. All right. 23 knives.
Yes.
Remember, we played this one live last week, was it? Or, no, 2 weeks
2 weeks
ago.
ago.
So, and I don't want to brag or anything, but Jason and I
One.
whooped up on this game.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a team game. I didn't pick up on that.
Well, it's a
Sort
weird
of.
team game. So,
Oh.
the goal is to
Yeah.
kill Julius Caesar or to save him. So,
Kill.
well, that's the thing. You are, as the game progresses, you're on one side or the other. You have cards played on you, so you either want them dead or not.
Okay.
Or you can be dead even, then you're an opportunist. So at the end of the game, you're also throwing knives and doves into a big pile. At the end of the game, you reveal that pile, and there needs to be 23 more knives than doves.
Got it.
If there is, then Julius Caesar is assassinated, and whoever has the most antagonism towards Caesar
Is the
wins.
winner, right?
Otherwise, the person who has the most loyalty to him wins. It's only one, even though you're on the same team.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
But the opportunists, the people who are dead even, at the very end, after you determine whether he's assassinated or not, they can throw in cards from their hand to change it. And if they manage to change it, then they win, all of them. And that's what Jason and I did. Like, Julius Caesar was saved, and we were like, nah. We went like 20 knives.
22
geez.
knives, he's fine, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
The
no,
23rd one, that's the one that gets
That's
it.
the one
That's
that
the
hits.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
You never heard that song? The 23rd cut is the deepest.
No, I have. All right, one thing I do like about this game is when you get your roll, quote unquote, it'll say like I forgot what they call it. But anyway, you have 2 laurel, so you're like trying to save Julius Caesar. But then you have sway cards. So as you give them to people, you can then, if you counteract those 2, then you become in the middle, and then you can make them on the other. So then your role changes throughout the game,
Yeah.
which is interesting. It kind of takes
You're
away
confused. You know, you're
Yeah,
like.
but I'm swaying you. I'm
Caesar's
like,
But you
I'm like,
don't-
Caesar's a jerk. Caesar's a jerk.
But you don't have
That's
Yeah,
to.
true.
you're like,
you
he
like
is a
It's like
jerk.
little conversations, like, well, maybe.
and then
he'll
he
be on
gives
our
you like
side.
a chicken platter, and you're like, I'm gonna save his life.
And you don't have control over switching teams. Like it's not a choice that you're making.
Well, you can. You can put your own cards in front of you, and so you can look and see what you are. But other people can give you cards or take them away. So there's like a fluidity that it doesn't feel as. One thing about these is like if it's an hour and a half, I'm the same role. Sometimes I'm like, okay, let's just kill me.
Sure.
Right.
move on.
Okay. Interesting.
So that I think is interesting. I think like not Ninja does it because in short rounds. This one you go back and forth.
So
Yeah.
the one thing
cool.
I am worried about it is when we played, it was a 4-player game, and it was great.
Yeah.
This goes to 8 players, I think. Yeah, 3 to 8. I wouldn't want to play with more than 5, I think,
We played
because
5.
Chaotic.
well, also your turn is a long time between turns, and like he said, you can play cards on other people. But if you play a card on me, I can counteract that by playing a card on myself. I can't counteract multiple people making me
Oh,
Right.
got it.
Right.
Yeah. Huh.
All right, Runar, the last chance. Also, the last R is backwards, and whoever owns this rune font is making bank on board games.
Did you listen to this video?
I did not.
I didn't watch it.
It's got like, who is it? Snap into a Slim Jim, that wrestler. It's whoever that is. Anyway, that's him.
Who is
to-
it? Randy Savage.
Randy
Randy Savage.
Randy Savage.
You got to hear the voice. You start it. Hear this guy's voice.
Fine, I'll start it.
It's the whole thing is like hard rock. Very. Wait.
Oh, that's pleasing.
That sounds great.
Hope this is it.
I love it.
Maybe it's not going to start here. Eventually, here we go. Deeper in here. Okay, I hope it was this one. Hold on.
Wow, Joey.
That's not Wait. He's the other. He's the other guy.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. All right, we got there eventually.
Okay, so anyway, it's the. It's how big.
Choose your warriors from the crowd of mercenaries, outcasts, and cutthroats.
Okay, I'm gonna back this game.
Oh yeah! Step into a rune.
That was, I don't know, that video intrigued me. I
It's
learned
funny
will
because
see.
that cover doesn't look like the game, but the game looks fun.
This is
The
very-
game and the minis, especially, like the look, is amazing. I love it. They look cartoony. They look like they jumped
do.
off of the pages of a comic.
Yeah.
Now, I did jump onto BGG and look into it because they're like, the guy is like, I think this game deserves better. We're having another go, and then this is it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. And yeah, it's got some pretty bad reviews on BGG.
Yeah.
People saying it's not that interesting, but I like the look a lot, and hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, it's grown a bit. Maybe it's been patched up a little bit. I think it looks fantastic.
They're not saying it's a second edition, though,
They're
right?
not.
I
They're just
didn't-
really having another
That guy's
go.
wearing a shark head.
Yeah, Baby Shark.
That.
Do.
I forgot the tune to it.
The other guy was wearing just hair, I think. Yeah, these are great miniatures.
They are
I know.
pretty cool.
I'm gonna add them to my zombie horde
The
game.
guy has never seen a razor in his life.
Nah. He has a good hairbrush, though.
That's
a
true.
really
That's
well-groomed
nice.
beard.
No, that's
Smooth.
good.
Yeah.
It's a good beard.
No one ever has flowing beards like that anymore.
Yeah, they get in your soup.
That's why they don't.
There's some guy out there that straightens his beard every morning.
So here's what's in the
Perms
Runar
it.
chest.
Yeah.
Look at all those play mats.
That looks
That is a lot.
great.
Wooden tokens. That's metal. First player token.
That does look good.
And there's stretch goals.
Oh, Conehead.
We
I
are from
like
France.
that guy. He is quite nefarious.
Those are.
Stinkered. Starkard. Winter is coming. All right. All right, lots of stuff here in the back.
I like that
It
one.
That
did
a
looks
look
lot.
good.
interesting, yeah.
All right, the rapid fire dice
It's
box from
fantastic.
Tempest Terrain. Counting
Are you being
dice
sarcastic?
just got rapid.
I think this is
I really
fantastic.
thought this was something
do
else,
too.
I'll tell you.
It's like.
I thought it was a dice rolling thing. So, like, you need a die roll, look at the bottom row. Boom. Remove the bottom row. There's your next die roll. No, this is just to dispense
count.
them.
But I mean, no, okay, but if you need 32 dice, I mean, if you're thinking about that and you just pull them out, I mean, but then you just put them in the top and
So-
they go back organized instead of having them spread out on the table.
I
I'm
like
behind,
it if
I'm
you-
behind this.
Yeah, if you have a game that requires a lot of dice rolling, like some miniatures games, you need a handful of dice, right?
Oh,
Tom?
40K. You're throwing
Yeah.
just
40,000
bucket loads
dice.
of
That's
dice.
why
I think
it's
that's
called
what this
that.
is for.
Well, we will soon.
I
know.
will say this. I think they missed an opportunity here to make a very simple attachment at the top that dispenses 4 rows or dispenses 3 rows. You
Oh,
could have
that's
just You
interesting.
could plug the
Oh.
top
Yeah.
and then just give yourself a different,
That's a good point.
multiplier.
Well, they got to save something for the next
5
Kickstarter.
It's a lot.
is quite a few. Yeah.
But I mean, you also don't have to take all 5. I think it shows that. I mean,
don't.
Can you
He's-
take
he's
just
doing it
4
there,
or
but-
3?
That is
They're cool
fantastic.
looking, that's for sure. I like the vibe.
I really like this a lot.
I just want to sort my dice with it.
Yeah,
Right?
we'll know soon because this was.
I don't
one
want the
that I
spork
backed.
anymore.
Or I mean, just having it there on the table so you don't have these dice like sprawling everywhere. I mean, I usually get like a little bowl or something to put it in
Yeah.
if I have a lot of dice.
Like a
but
dice tray type thing. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if it was themed like this, I'm behind it. I
Do
like
these,
it.
do these come
cool.
painted or are they unpainted? I'm trying to figure that out.
It's an STL.
I assumed it was an STL.
Oh, it's an STL. What? Come on, sell me something. What about us who don't have printers?
Oh, they already sold me something.
Come to.
An STL.
I'm like, come
You
to
backed this one?
Epicenter
I
Gen
did.
Con.
Why?
Because I can get dice quickly.
Are you going to print this?
I might actually. It looks. Look how
All right,
quick
if
it
you
does.
print this, print 2.
See, I will.
Thanks,
And you
Joey.
will
What's
like
nice
it.
for to offer you for you to give me one.
I will definitely. Yes, and you
Do I
will
get mine
use it.
first?
3. You could be first. 'Cause he's never gonna print them. This is a It's a wasted
Fool's
conversation.
gold.
No, you print it all
You can be
painted.
first.
You print it all painted, Joey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a good deal.
You paint it,
All
I'll
right.
use it.
You can try. No.
and I'll print it.
All right.
We all have our jobs.
Do you want a nice cuppa? Okay,
This
now
is the latest from Scott Almes and that Simply Solo line.
Yes.
They have a bunch of games in this line now. They're up to like 9 or something like
is this
that.
a phrase that people say now? I know that people
That's
say
a British
"You want a cup
saying.
of tea," but
A cuppa? No, it's very
It's very British.
British, yeah.
okay.
Isn't
It's
it
just a
Nice Cuppa?
cuppa as a term.
I don't. I try to avoid hanging out with.
Fair.
Ooh, here
That's
comes.
a safe.
I really like this
Move.
art.
Tea
Scott.
drinkers?
Yeah, nice cuppa.
Thank you. Another name for the super chat. Appreciate it. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning. That's loud.
Donkey juice.
Donkey juice.
Man, by the way, the graphic design
cute.
and art on this looks amazing.
So good.
very cute.
It is instantly cozy and comfortable and pleasing, and yes, they
It's a nice
nailed it.
It's a nice idea too. You're setting out the sort of steps of making a cup of tea, and then there's like the stresses of the day.
Yeah.
Right.
You flip over a card. You're trying to like eliminate those things, organize them. It's a puzzle.
Right.
It seems like a fun one though. I like the ones I've played from Scott Almes here, especially the one we just passed. The
Fishing
above
lessons?
that Unsurmountable is one of my favorite games
that.
from Pocket Button
Button Shy.
Shy.
Unsurmountable is the opposite of insurmountable.
Is that thing?
It's not just an alternate weird spelling.
Okay, well,
Probably from people who
doesn't
would say
understand.
things like
that
a nice
definition is not
cuppa.
extant.
Anyway, that one's good. And this new one, I think sounds really neat.
You know, I think we got some of these
Some of these,
in
Cuppas?
that just came in.
some of the,
Some of these games.
Oh,
Pocket
Button
ones?
Shy.
It's easy to miss them on the shelf.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is.
True.
I
They're
think
quite
they're in.
tiny.
They also it
I'll
is
take a
also
look.
kind of hard to store them, right? I mean,
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
you just have like a stack. Yeah.
No, you always keep one in your wallet. Every morning you get
Always.
up, you put
Do
your
you?
wallet in one pocket, you put a button check in.
Oh,
And
that
one
would
right
like
here.
level you out, so you don't get the uneven hips when you sit on your wallet.
I do take several of these when I
Is that how
travel.
that works? Now I'm all.
Do you sit
Yeah,
on
it's
your
not
wallet or
good
do you
for
take
you,
it
for
out?
sure.
No, it's really.
I don't
It'll
sit
mess
on
up your
these cards.
spine.
I got a thinner one, but
I do a front wallet
actually no,
now.
it doesn't. It like
You do
shifts
fr-
off.
So jealous
know,
of pockets in the front.
It
that are
shifts
big enough
off the
for a
butt,
wallet.
like it's
Girl
outside the butt.
problems.
Yeah,
That's good.
because I don't like sitting on
Then
it.
you're fine.
Um,
You have the shifty pockets.
You should do a
I
chain
used
to your
to.
wallet.
Like I don't know, 20 years ago, I was like, I'm gonna carry a pair of dice everywhere. I always have a pair of dice in my pocket, and that lasted like 3 months. And I was like,
I bet you could do it.
Wow.
If somebody made like removable dice from a keychain, you could do it.
Oh wait. Oh.
Hey, look at that. Best thing at Gen Con. I've all the
Thanks a lot,
D&D
Z.
dice, huh?
Sorry.
We got all
Let
the
me see.
D&D dice in there, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You mind?
No, you can open them.
I'll take
Good
a
luck
piece.
reading them.
There.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Oh my god.
They're metal though, right?
They are.
But they are in a
Oh.
baggy. Why don't you leave them in there loose
I've
so they
never
clank?
used them.
But just in case.
does this get through security at the airport?
It
Well,
should,
yeah, you put it
yeah.
in a little tray. People don't know.
You know what else you could keep in here?
Oh no,
Anything
here
else
comes.
you want? And I
Tylenol.
guess it fits in there.
Ibuprofen.
Yes, Tylenol.
Yeah. Yeah,
man.
Tylenol.
You just went
My
adult on me.
vitamins. Yeah, Tylenol. and
That's really
ibuprofen.
cute.
I know. It's not cute. It's
My
cool.
idea was better in my head, but I
Yours
like that too.
Thank you.
All right. Lords of Heaven, take control of Jerusalem and shape the fate of the Middle East as one of the dominant medieval powers. Latin Christians, Crusaders, the Orthodox Byzantine Empire, the Shia Fatimid Caliphate, or the Sunni,
Sunni.
the Sunni. You know what? I've run out here.
You
Anyway,
can read that from here?
No, but I know what that word is.
Oh.
oh, and
This is
also
a
try
great.
to read
it
that
says
word.
Assassins.
It's assassins. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh.
This game looks well. Two things. It looks tremendously mature, and by that I mean like elegant, well
Yeah.
done.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like the artwork.
Yep.
The people's faces are tremendously illustrated. It also looks very serious, to the point that I'm like, I feel that like, am I allowed to have fun with this kind
Right.
of feeling? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It also is probably something beyond me. It looks quite complex and
I think
in-depth.
people who
So,
like
yeah.
Cole Worley games, it almost looks like it's in that kind of bucket.
Yeah, I could see that. Or just war gamers, or people who enjoy that deep history. This looks
It really does have
like
that.
I respect this game immediately. I don't know
Right.
anything about it. In fact, the game might be bad, and I still respect it.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of thought went into this. But yeah, that artwork, those
That's
people.
really good art.
Yeah.
Wow,
I love
man.
that. I do wish the font on the cards was a little bigger. This seems like there's some wasted space. They could have, beefed
Right.
that up a little bit. But no, the art. I'm glad they didn't make the art smaller.
Yeah,
Not that bad
This
either,
one looks
price-wise.
amazing.
All right. Next, we have Panda Spin. This is a reprint, right?
I don't think so.
It was reminding me of something as well. 'Cause
I have definitely seen that exact panda picture before.
As Jack Black.
Or is it that they were showing this off and I just saw it?
That might be it, Tom.
Maybe.
This
Yeah.
is from
Carl
Carl
Chuddick.
Chuddick.
Ah.
He's back with a trick-taking game
Glory to Panda.
in which if you don't win, you take the card back and you flip it
I like
to the
that.
other side.
That's pretty cool.
That
They
seems
leveled
to
up my
be
card.
That seems to be the thing, though, right now. There's a lot of card shedding or trick-taking games that seem to be doing that lately.
It's interesting that this is those combined. And again, maybe this is not innovative. I don't know. I've just never seen it. But it's a trick-taking game where the cards get more powerful, but you're wanting to get rid of your whole hand. And so
Yeah.
it's not that you're trying to balance when you want to win and when you don't.
Yeah.
Because ultimately,
Yeah.
you want to win sometimes so you can level your cards up, but you don't want to win too much because then you're collecting cards and you're wanting to actually get rid of them.
Right.
Well, the opposite, right? When you win, you get rid of the card. When you lose, you take it back
Oh,
and
I
flip
understood
it.
it was the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you want to lose sometimes so that that card becomes better. You know what I mean? And then when you win, you don't take the card back. If you lose, you take the card back and flip it.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
I understood it the opposite when I read it, but
The tokens are bamboo.
it's-
That's cool. And it's from a company from Hong Kong. They said their games are to make, to promote China's rich history. This looks very interesting. Did you play this, Chris? Yep. Ah, was it good? Yes. Okay.
Was it
All right.
great?
Chris said yes to both those questions. I don't know. I wouldn't have asked the second if he had said no to the first.
Well,
But
I keep going
You
up.
backing
yeah, I
it?
see what you're saying. Yeah, if you lose, you flip it.
I don't know.
said-
I'm finding it's very interesting.
Like that. Just like that. Did I do
Good
that
artwork.
justice? He
All right.
yeah.
Norsemen. Vikings
You want
are
me to
in.
stop asking you things?
Vikings are it.
Sam's having a great year. Are you guys done? Can I continue?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're doing a thing.
I love the paint job on that ship.
That cover.
That's
so much.
The
cool.
cover is amazing.
So
That is the
good.
best thing about this game is the cover.
Oh wow,
It is unfortunate, but that is a great cover.
It is. I like the paint kind of breaking the frame there almost a little bit. Like how it
Yeah.
goes above the sail. It's so cool.
And plus, that bottom, the water is clearly a brush stroke.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Carries
That looks
so much-
amazing.
So much
Does
personality.
not match
with
the
it.
board.
Right, that is sad.
was
to have
like-
that disconnect.
They spent their
It's
budget.
a Euro game.
Yeah.
They spent their budget on the cover.
Yeah.
And then
That
they're
being
like,
said, I'm not turned off by that board
No,
either.
no, I
It's just
think
not
it
as good
looks-
as
No,
the
no,
cover.
it's right. It's just a disconnect between the two.
must
Is
be
all.
just me.
Who was the designer of this? Does it say? This is Skellig Games. They have done what else?
I guess 40 to 50 minutes. They've got
Well,
that.
nothing here, but I
got
know
that dialed
here,
in.
yeah, I
this is
think-
not their first.
They might have done it on Kickstarter.
Rodeo.
Yeah.
40 to 50 minutes.
That's
Yeah, the
quicker
game
than
looks.
I expected.
It
looking
looks
at
interesting.
Yeah.
There's people kept saying that there was a push your luck element. Mm-hmm. The little blurbs that you read. So yeah, it looks good. I like the sounds of this one, but I agree. It gives me that feeling of like when you pick up a comic book, and the cover was clearly done by somebody else.
Yeah. Right.
And then you open it and you go, oh, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's how I felt when I saw
that's
the
what
board.
that cover
There's a designer.
makes me feel like.
Christos Giannakoulas and another guy.
What have they done?
Skellig Games. All right, you know what?
I don't know.
Where's the game no one's going to pick for Game of the Week? Okay. Here
Not Lords of Heaven, right?
we go. What's it called now? The game?
Hey,
Get Norsemen.
Look at those fellas.
Skip Norseman. Skip Norseman. Nice for Congress.
Huh. Let's try publisher, and we'll try
Skellig.
Skellig.
Skip Norseman.
Skellig Games. Let's see what else they've done.
Okay, well,
Right,
they
just
do
trivia.
their own
Hard to tell,
things.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. On Mars, Star Wars Journey, Anachrony. Got some good ones.
Oh yeah, I wish there was a better way to filter that on BGG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are games they've heard of.
There's
Norsemen.
Norsemen now in Gamefound. Kingscraft,
Even then,
Loot,
like,
Wellmar,
they
and
didn't do
Honey Buzz. That's
Honeybuzz.
also whether or not. Yeah, these are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
they
the
did Earth.
publisher of Earth and Voidfall. No.
Okay.
Anyway, I think it looks really interesting.
Yeah.
Norsemen. Did I spell it wrong when I typed it in here? Oh, I put Norseman.
Oh, that's
Norseman. Let's look at
different
what
game.
else these guys have done.
said 90 to 120 minutes on that one.
27th Passenger. I've never heard of that. Or Intrigue City.
Captain Pepe?
Oh.
And then the other designer somehow has all the same games. I guess they work together.
Yeah, if you look at it, they have like a logo together on the Kickstarter page.
Yeah,
Like, they have it
goblins-
named at the kind of like
goblins
Mr.
on
Cuddington,
board.
Something like that. Like
Oh,
they have
yeah,
a
okay.
Combined
Oh,
name.
I see. Yeah, they're called
Yeah.
Goblins on Board. All right, cool. Next, we have Alien Frenzy. Earth is their planet now.
It's a matter of time.
This one looks awful.
This is. Yeah.
And I think the aliens have different colored zits.
But it's the, oh
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
not really
it's-
sure.
most aliens
that
do.
glow. It seemed.
Just take that.
I like this here.
Good,
It's
we
like
all
Udo and Exploding Kittens had an alien baby. I'm like, ooh.
Oh.
And you're trying to back out the door as fast as you
fast,
possibly
yeah.
can.
I instantly got really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems very random but very punishing. I mean, last man standing.
Also, real pictures of people, always
Yeah,
a
yeah.
turn on.
I definitely went like
Yeah.
immediately after I saw that picture. I was like, AI? And they're like, no, we
Yep.
didn't use
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah.
I did the
Our
same thing.
artist just likes to take real photos and make people look creepier. I'm like, oh, okay.
I definitely immediately went to the AI.
I really thought it was
statement. I
AI.
like,
It's
let me
not.
check.
They're
Nope.
saying it's not. It's just
They're
a
saying
picture
not.
manipulated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like the look. It looks real weird.
AI looks more detailed than that.
Well, especially to go that route when it also has aliens, which you're not gonna have a picture of, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's a
Well,
weird.
I don't
like-
know.
You got some?
I don't know.
All right, Moon
3D
Death
printed
plus
aliens.
Dragons. Now, why did I put this one in here?
Because it looks cool.
I
It just-
love
some
that cover.
dice
I do
game.
too. It's not one dice game. It's like 5.
It's
Yeah.
like 3.
You
Calm
roll
down.
and it's like, hey, I have a pair. I need to roll this other one and get a dragon. I didn't. Your turn to roll.
4.
They explain them like
Well, at
here.
least you're selling
they
it.
explain them in bullet points,
They do.
and it's like I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah,
It's
right.
crazy. Like roll pairs, doubles, roll again, second
Right.
chance. Even dead players can come back. End the game. Roll to 12. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's 4 dice and a bunch of coins. That's it. Also, that logo and the name sounds like Love, Death, and Robots from Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Is that are they doing that on purpose? Moon, Death, and Dragon sounds like Love, Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Wait, we already did Primates.
You
Moving
did.
on. Gnome Village, where adorable gnomes build their dream
It's
homes.
a great video.
Even the videos. is
Oh, the
sweet.
videos that was creepy, Joey.
I mean,
Wait, I hadn't seen this video.
there you
yet.
go. Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not
You,
doing
you
the
don't need the
sound.
audio because they don't get so. Oh.
Here we go. Look.
Oh.
Is that creeping you
And then
out?
it goes to this.
Yeah, it was. This is cute,
This
but
is-
then
Yeah.
you see
And then you
this,
come back to the
and they're like
little-
hand-shaped, creepy little dolls
It's. Oh.
bouncing, moving around, pretending they're
Little pop
walking.
And
Fiddle
then
sticks.
eventually,
Look at this.
That's the one that stabs a kid later. Just wait till the
It
end.
was that one all along.
Look at this.
That guy's is he on fire?
I don't know what's happening.
Anyhow, this is another first-time designer / publisher. The graphic design and art looks pretty
cute.
good.
It's
It's
very
another
good.
game where you connect stuff.
Right.
I'm not sure why the paths are on the card so much, since it seems like almost every tile has 4 paths.
Yeah, I couldn't figure that out. I did see in the video they flip tiles back and forth a lot,
Right.
and that seems very fiddly. But the artwork is kind of what drew me in here. It's one I would be happy to play because I love the look.
All right.
There's a gnome renaissance.
Leviathan Wild Second
Kind of.
Printing, who somehow conveniently had all the reviews go up at the same time. We did ours earlier. Shut 'em Sit Down did one. No pun included. There was like a bunch
Yeah.
of, and then it makes them almost $1 million bucks.
Wow. Yeah.
Very well.
It's
So
a
it's-
good game.
This
The
is
second-
a fantastic game. And I love the simplicity of the expansion as well. It's just more. It's a new playable character, and then it's more bad.
That's what you need.
You know,
That's it.
and I'm like, that's all I want. Give me
Yes.
a little bit more.
I agree.
It's not been in my collection long enough to need new rules, something, new way to play, something like that.
Yeah,
No, it's just
fair.
like, here's a couple more things.
I agree.
It's a perfect time for it's the perfect time for that kind of expansion.
Yeah. This is just. Yeah.
It's a lot of people working on it here. So what's new here? I missed that. I clicked on
It's
what's
literally
new.
just a new person with 2 pieces. Like you shuffle in a new guy or a new mode, type, whatever.
Well, 7 new
and
Leviathans.
7 new things, yeah.
That's a lot. And actually, that feels kind of small. To have
think
only
it's-
one new class and one new...
Well, they wanted to put it back on
Climber?
Kickstarter.
I think
It must
they
be pretty
need,
inexpensive,
they
right?
need something new to go back, right? I mean, so I think that's what it is.
I was surprised
Honestly,
how much
the
I
base
liked this
game, base game has a ton of stuff.
Yeah, but returning
Yeah.
backers, it's $50.
There's also the
What are you
upgrade
getting
kit
besides
as well.
that?
Does that come with the upgrade kit?
Oh, the
Oh,
deluxe
it's
components.
bits.
Or that one, not the
Yeah,
upgrade kit. I'm
yeah,
sorry, the
it's
deluxe
bits.
components. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. That looks...
They do have a $5
You feel like that's a little less for 50? 50 seems like a lot for
with
that.
all the plastic or the new dice and whatever, dual layer little board. Yeah, they have a little pack for $5 just for people who already own it, and it's, I guess, fixed cards.
You can get all those
Of which
packs for
there's not
90.
that many from what they're saying. It's just a little bit of like
Okay.
an update pack for first edition owners.
Yeah, like I said, they got a ton of very positive reviews.
They did.
And it made our top 10 boss battlers list. So that was cool.
I saw it played quite a bit at the retreat
I
as
agree,
well.
yeah.
It was being tried out.
It's pretty easy to teach, too.
It's a pretty intuitive system once you start.
Locked Out, a semi-cooperative social deduction card game. That would make me go to the next one.
Okay, but this one, it's like it's a father and son, I think. And first of all, the son's like my daughter's age using a pocket knife. I'm like, I still give her plastic scissors. But it's like, it's pretty funny. I know, it's silly. But this game initially, that made me think it's like, this game is killer. But the semi-co-op made me go, I don't know.
Well, technically, this game is killer semi-co-op.
Okay, you're right, it is.
Actually, it's just straight competitive, I guess, right?
It's co-op until it's not.
Well, that's the definition of semi-co-op.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so it looks cute. It looks like a little passion
Oh,
project.
Z loves when they do little meeples and then slap on.
Wait, does it come
Telling
stickered
you.
or do you have to do it yourself?
Probably have to do it
Oh,
yourself.
probably, yeah.
Oh, that
All
means,
right, we're wasting time
son
on
wants
This
to
one
help
doesn't
us.
look interesting. Yeah.
This one is
This one.
yet another game in the Everdell family of basically the only thing Game Sloop prints these days is more Everdell stuff. Everdell Duo. I think someone could this year do a top 10
Everdell.
dual/duo
Okay,
list.
that's
Oh
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
Yeah.
we
This-
are there.
This also reminded me of like the last Lost Ruins of Arnak, where it's specifically for 2 people or a cooperative
Yes.
way to play.
Or a
you know?
campaign,
Or a
apparently.
campaign,
Interesting,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it really is like exactly what happened with
But
Lost Ruins of Arnak,
19
and that
bucks.
did really well.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, yeah, the price point too. The part
That's
that I
not bad.
found extremely silly was the larger cards.
Okay,
Like, come
just
on.
imagine bringing out that big box, the Monster
Yeah.
Everdell. Here you go. Let me go get the rest.
Right. Right.
Telling you.
Wait, so these are not going to fit in that box.
No, that box is jam packed.
It's like
It's big format cards. And in fact, there's one picture of like when you put out the meadow, they cover the bottom of the board,
Yes.
so they give you cards to put below the board
So that
for that
yeah,
information.
makes it have to be cards on cards. It's like, come on.
What?
yeah.
So if I come to the game bash, I'll bring my family in one car, and Laura will bring Everdell in the other car.
Yeah, just
Right, that's what
about.
it's feeling
That's
like.
the way to do it.
I did think it was interesting the way it organizes them because you just set it out and then you're just pulling from the box. So because it's such a high stack of cards, I
Yeah.
do have problems with that falling over.
Right.
That's cool, but not worth doubling the size of the cards.
Right,
Like,
I know,
man
and that's-
I don't
alive.
get it. I
Now-
don't get it.
If you were looking for the big Everdell, $199 is not bad to get it. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
no,
it's
it's-
too overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's always been a good price for the big Everdell. And again, same thing with the Duo. $19 is a great
Right, that's
price point.
insane.
That's so good price
Yeah.
point.
Right.
This one thing just killed me though. I was
Okay,
like,
so but
oh.
what if? Okay, forget the
Crazy.
giant box. That's nonsense. What if you just own regular Everdell? Would you like the bigger cards?
No. You have to store them individually.
It's still not
and they're
going to
just
fit,
bigger cards. I don't
on
get
the
it.
board.
Well, they might fit in a box.
but they still don't fit on the board. I mean, like
Yeah,
like,
maybe,
it's-
but I don't know. I just don't understand how instead of going, if they had
Never mind.
done,
It says it will not fit in a box.
Yeah.
yeah, if they had done we
crazy.
did a second edition of the cards for low vis people where we
Right.
ate into the artwork
Right.
and gave you more text, bigger text.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You're serving a crowd that might want to play your game and is unable because your print is admittedly very small. All you
Right.
did was grow the entire thing, and they make a point to say so that you can see more of the artwork. No. The artwork's fine.
Right.
I want to play the game.
I want to. You should have gone for accessibility here.
Yeah.
Also, just because you can put these boxes together 3 different ways, it should have been one box.
It would be too big.
Well, and then it wouldn't be able to come out on the table.
It's insanity.
But,
I'm telling you.
I don't. Yeah, it's.
I really thought that was 6 boxes.
Having
at
said
first.
that, Duo sounds like a very nice little project,
Yes.
and it seems
Yes.
to have a lot in there.
And it
What
makes
if you
me
want everything on this page?
Oh.
Take out a calculator.
or just get far shore.
There's also like it's
is
funny
a good-
because it's
it's a good
everything,
price.
everything, and then Flourish from the same designers. It's like wait,
What?
but it doesn't have anything to do with Everdell.
All right.
We're sitting on Flourish.
Plushies are cute.
I know. That's what
It
I was
is a
thinking, too.
good price. I mean, like Joey was just saying. I mean, to get the one the Far Shore, it's a
Yeah,
really good
it
price. I think
is.
it brings it down to where I would want the price point for that
Yes.
game
Right.
to be.
Fair.
So,
And the
yeah,
pinball
59.
machines on there too.
Well, there you go.
All right, the pinball machine I'm in on.
I know, right?
I would.
Did anyone here play the pinball machine?
No. It was
What's the
busy
pinball
every
machine?
time.
Remember at
Yeah, it's at Gen
Gen
Con.
Con?
An Everdell pinball machine?
Yeah.
Did I see that? I don't
Yes, you
remember.
did.
Yeah.
pretty
Okay.
cool.
I think your voiceover's in the blog, but I mean,
Yeah, I was recording and you were voicing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so-
Yeah, it's all
You
it's
said
a
something
blur.
like, "I will forget this immediately."
Yeah.
I did say that. Yeah, I remember that.
All right,
It
well,
was
that
the first
is
day.
that is the games. So now I have a pile of non-gaming projects.
Oh, buddy.
Remember, if you
of
have some
something.
weird, unusual, or interesting projects, send them to me at tom@dicetower.com. So first we have Dragon's Brew, a board game cafe simulator. This is like a bridge between.
Yes. And I backed this one. This
you?
is only the second video game I backed. The other one, I backed something called Super Inconvenience Mart. It's never gotten delivered in like 5 years.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Oh, good news. This one will deliver because video games are always quick.
I know.
I tried to tell
Z
him, like,
didn't tell me.
video games have a really bad track record.
Terrible
I
track record.
know. But this
There's a
one's very
few
easy.
like incredible success stories, and then the rest languish and don't ever show up. You're insane to back this.
I'll wait till it shows up on Steam, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's been developed and
It's super cute. Though.
Also, it
seems
does
nice.
feel
Very
like the
cute.
board game part is really slapped on because they're like, make friendships with the town folk and do quests and do the. I'm like, that just could be any cafe. It doesn't have to be board games. You know what I mean?
Sure.
right.
Mentioned Stardew Valley in there too.
I say, yeah. To me, it just looks like all those. It's very,
It looks like Stardew
Samey.
Valley. Yeah.
very samey.
Oh, well. Next, we have
You guys can't play
Hive.
it.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. There's another board game. I
Oh.
lied. There's more board games.
I thought so, yeah.
Hive, a
Bee-bread.
colorful beehive simulator.
There's no way Joey hasn't backed this.
No, it was like $10. So no.
What if it was
Oh.
9?
I'd probably think about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I have a limit here.
Is that limit
So if you want money
$9.99?
from him, just ask for $5 twice.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
That is true. That's the loophole they get me on every time.
I think this one looks like a really solid print and play.
Yeah,
It
this
does
one-
look
It
really
does.
It
good.
looks better than a lot of the ones you've backed in the past, is what I'm saying. You should have saved your $4 or $5 from those and backed this.
I agree.
It's great artwork, looks
have
very
time.
nicely finalized, and the game sounds like there's more going on than
There's
a lot
a
of
lot
those other
going
ones.
on.
Yeah.
The gameplay sounds like a produced roll and write,
Right.
not
Right.
a
Thrown
print and play
together?
one. Not a right. Just I feel
There's
like
enough.
The print and plays are usually very simple, very
Yeah.
basic, very straightforward. Right?
Right.
This has a little bit more going on.
Fine. I'll
This could have been done as a spin-off on a Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Is what I mean. Like
I
they could have been
agree.
like the big game, and then Honey Buzz the Roll and Write or something.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And you talk about graphic design. I think this one is very elegant
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
You know, I love the little bee.
Okay, I'll back it.
The artwork is very nice. It's very
rough.
clean.
All right, now to non-gaming stuff.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
Fiisto Coucha.
Coucha.
Do you need a couch station?
I do. I needed to hold on to my Fiisto.
Well, obviously a lot of people do because this is making $400,000.
It is $500,000.
He hands him chips too.
I like how they show these people who just cannot sit on a couch.
No, that guy
No,
is.
Like
no.
this guy's just like, I give up. A laptop on my lap, I cannot handle
That
this because my
sickens
legs
me.
are crossed like a moron.
Yeah, no, I can't do this. That other guy's like sitting down hurts my neck.
How does life work?
Also, these people, all these are nicely containers with lids, and yet it's still spilled
It's
on
still
the couch.
spilled, yeah.
Because you put this food on the couch.
Right.
You don't put your food on the couch. What
No.
is-
The TV trays exist.
Right.
I like the fan it's got too. It's got a cooling fan.
Again,
Yeah, it's like a table with little attachments, and it's very small form, okay? And then they built a fan into it. I'm not sure I get that one.
Okay, I will
That's
say
like putting a radio in there. I'm like,
Really?
why?
No. There's people that always have a fan on them if they're watching TV
But
you
or
like
I'm
fans?
saying there's some
100%,
people-
I just
there are
don't want
some
it.
people that can't live without a fan at all times blowing on them.
Absolutely. I just don't want it built into the table.
So you want two things rather than one. I mean, if here it would be directed just
Well, at that
to
point,
you.
by that logic, build a TV into this.
No,
if
'cause
that
it's
way I can
not
watch
easy.
that would be
TV.
great.
I don't
Have another TV.
Also, build a couch into it at that point. Maybe it's a table, you press a button, the couch comes out. You press another button, the TV comes out.
I'm sorry. There's
Then wheels. And then I drive away in my couch TV.
I am content with those, with the current little tables you can pull
TV
up to a
trays?
couch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have an end table that does all the other stuff. The charging, I bought end tables at my house that have charging
Oh,
ports
really?
built into them
I just use the
because I
plug
have
in the wall.
all these kids.
I actually use my phone to watch TV. But
No, but I mean, and that's also where the food and the drink,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
goes
Okay.
on the end table.
Right, right.
And this
I will
I have
say-
only if I'm using the laptop.
Right.
I will say middle couch seat kind of sucks because on the end you get somewhere to put your drink.
Yes.
Middle couch seat, it's like,
You're
could
the
you
dad.
hand me my drink? Oh, I mean, at home I do it, but when I'm with real people,
Then you shouldn't be doing all that stuff.
oh, I need to do that stuff.
You're not like visiting someone else's house, be like, I'm gonna sit here with my computer.
I brought
drink
my own
food."
table, thanks. Where's your nearest plug
Yeah.
so I can turn on this fan?
Yeah, that's a
Do you
good
have
question.
a-
Is this portable?
do you-
does it
Collapse?
fold?
That'd be
does it
great if it collapsed.
Do you
fit your
happen to
car?
have a Fujio Coucho? Or
Does-
what's it called?
Does the wire come up through that middle table leg?
That's what I don't know. Does it stick in there?
It's fascinating looking.
But
I would love to
we
see
have
one of
lots
these
of
in
questions.
person.
It's also
handing-
too small.
Quick
It is
snack.
very small.
Quick snack rotation. Do you want some chips? He just-
Look at this. Look at the guy. Look at the guy
Lazy
doing it. Go
Susan.
down. Right here.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
That also messes up the fan though, because now the fan's not on you.
That's true. The
Kinda
fan
like
moves.
that. Yeah.
It's blowing your
Wow.
chips
No, I think
everywhere.
the fan doesn't move. It's just the outside.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
fan.
Three.
Now
Right.
the fan moved. Look, there's no
Watch.
fan.
What?
Now there's
And
fan.
there's fan.
Oh, jeez.
I want a 360
Also, it's not
degree
playing
fan.
either of them. It's like
Yeah.
because it's too hard to put a bowl in between two people with
Well,
popcorn.
that's where you
in
have
it.
to put the Switch controller.
Look how big that Switch controller looks too.
I know.
That table is tiny.
It's so
It's
small.
this big.
That is either the largest Switch controller ever.
That table's
or,
this big. It
Yeah.
is so small.
You can get bigger. Oh, an Oasis, you can combine it to.
All right, y'all get this for Christmas. All right, or Z is anyway. His is gonna
my
come with a
Z's.
convertible
Keeping your
kit.
spork then.
All right. Oh, this was canceled.
Oh, that's sad. Oh, this one. Okay, you don't have to pick up.
As
you,
I want to hear from my dog.
Wait, what do you mean I have to
Pooper
pick up the
Scooper
poop?
over here. What do you?
we have a backyard. Well, no, I mean,
you
but
still
the whole
have to
thing
pick
is you
it
put
up.
the.
That's not how that works, Joey.
I tell you, it's the weirdest thing.
What do you think happens?
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's not a La Brea tar pits back there.
I've never gone your backyard for that reason. I'm like, I just assume that's poop zone.
What?
I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just me. I don't pick it up in the backyard. But
I do like pooping in the backyard.
Let's say the whole thing is you got the move. You put the bag over your hand. You do it, and
Yeah, it's not
Yes.
great, but I'm not carrying around what looks like a butt.
I will say,
That one's a prototype, and I don't know what she made it out of.
Coconuts.
Human skin.
What is that?
oh,
Clay.
It's like it looks like an artifact that they dug up in like an archaeological site, and then the 3D printed one. I mean, I get the only thing you're avoiding, I suppose, if you put the bag on your hand and you pick up this poop and do this, is feeling the warmth of the poop, I guess.
Well, it's really warm, but too.
Which
also,
I get it, you
sometimes-
know.
Sometimes
Gotcha.
those bags have like a hole in them, and so it's just the what if, and then it's not. It doesn't feel
You don't check your
the
bags. I check my
mush.
bags.
Oh, I
You
check
gotta
my
check
bag.
your bag and put them
But
up.
no, but I mean-
Walmart bag? No.
But I mean, what do you do if you're out in the middle of a walk and you're like, oh, here we go.
That's what I'm like.
you know?
I've actually gone
start-
home and got a bag before,
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
but then I feel like a jerk because you gotta go really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Then
Just
it
in
looks
case
like
someone
you.
saw you,
I know. You
you're like,
always
no,
want-
I pick up my poop. I
You always want
promise.
to leave a little sign like, I am coming back. Don't judge me.
BRB, don't touch my poop.
I have one neighbor that has never forgotten that I'm walking with this. And he's an older guy. He's like, hey, what do you got? I'm walking my dog. So I'm like, it's my wife's bringing you some fudge. And he goes, really? He goes, it's warm.
Wait. Is this real?
It's real.
You let it get that far? What's wrong with
I thought
you?
he knew. I'm walking a dog. I've got a back.
Wait,
like
when he
this.
reached for it, you were like, yeah, feel it.
I thought it was a bit, but it got to the point where it goes, it's still
my word, so
What's wrong with you, Joey? When the guy reaches for the bag, you go, no, man, it's poop.
That's what he said when he does this. I go, it's because it's dog poop. Ted? And he goes, why would you? I'm like, why would you grab a bag from me when I'm walking?
I'm sorry, I'm with your neighbor.
Because you say it was fudge, you animal.
Oh, and my wife found out only because his wife told my wife, you and your husband did. Like,
Your husband gave my husband poop. Told him to feel poop in a bag.
it was, and he's still like 2 doors down from me now. And I just,
What's wrong with you?
I mean, I thought it was a bit.
Is this like an old man too?
He was old. Yes, I know.
This is elderly abuse.
It's warm.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, my wife was not happy about that, by the way.
All right.
I want to use
Wait,
this
whoa.
to pick up
what?
Poop Scoop. It's
This
a
is
happy
a
cat
gadget.
ball, this. It's
Yeah.
this cat. What do you call that?
Oh.
Oh, wavy cat.
Lucky cat, thank
Lucky
you.
cat, yeah.
Lucky cat has this, and he's a little cat. And he goes like this.
And if you take off his arm and paint it silver,
And then you put it on the
exactly
table.
like
It does
that.
not
If
look
you
like
paint
a
it
couple.
silver, you put it on the table, and you give him like that
you give him
clown
what?
that never lays down. What is that called?
Oh, the
Or
one you hit?
or the bird
bottom
that
heavy
keeps
thing.
going.
Yeah, whatever.
bird.
If you put this on your desk here at work, HR is going to ask you to remove it immediately.
Yeah.
As they should. That,
Also, you
oof.
rip the. Just put the cat on your desk.
I know.
Why
I
do you
don't
need
get
just
it.
the paw?
And then you put a coin on it, but I don't think it does anything. It just holds
I
it there.
wondered about it. Just holds your coin?
Well, that's a lucky cat thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Titanium
just-
energy.
And then it'll sell you different coins made out of different stuff, and they're supposed to be good for like your whatever. Yeah.
Oh, you can ward off evil.
Yeah.
wow, this is
Wow, this is terrible.
one of the worst things we've looked at.
Yeah, but
You-
isn't it making
I love how
money?
like their one big push at the end, like halfway down the page, they're like, "We don't have anything else to say. What else? What else can you do?" He's like, "You can also do this instead of doing this. You can just go
360.
like that's
cat
one thing
paw.
they do." And I'm
know.
like, "That ain't a selling point."
And I thought,
that's like
oh.
saying the pen you can write with it. You can also though, if you put this back on, press things. I'm like, get out of my face.
Oh, it's expensive, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is come on now.
Wow.
Is there an STL?
Would you print this?
I probably
They can
would
definitely
not.
rebrand
Oh, it comes in the
this.
color of your choice.
Oh, I'm back
But
in.
what are the colors? They all look silver. They haven't shown any other colors.
Silver-ish.
Well, the color of your choice.
You get to choose.
All right, moving on. MagSleeve, the world's first bottle of the magnetic sleeve.
This was made. It basically will attach your phone and your keys and whatever. This was made for people who go to the gym and want to take pictures of themselves
That's-
or videos at the gym.
100%.
Oh, he does it because I
He
saw
does
that.
it. That's what this is.
Okay.
I thought, who is this guy? Then I see him do that. I'm like, okay,
Yes.
checks out.
This is,
Yes,
you
we
might as well just
all
call
know
it the
that guy.
TikTok bottle.
Yeah.
He videos himself working out.
But yes, but to be fair, how many people do that? It seems
Work
like
out?
one out
Almost
of
not a lot.
3 people
Oh, a lot of people like doing that.
go to
Yeah.
film themselves. This bottle is made for that.
But look at him picking it up with all the attachments on and drinking.
He looks like an
That
idiot.
would bother me so much.
I know.
Wow.
You already lose your AirPods all the time anyway.
I really love, here's one thing I thought was very funny. The bottom of the bottle has a space for an air tag from Apple,
That's
but also everything that is valuable and attached around it is magnetic, you
including
idiot.
your phone.
Like,
Yeah,
I can just
it's
take the
outside.
phone off the bottle, your earbuds, like, you might find your bottle, but like,
You're not going to find everything else. Right.
it's your bottle. It's the one part that doesn't matter.
Good night.
Yeah, an attachment for a fan, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, him walking around with the
Wow.
glasses and the keys on this thing. Come on.
strike plate. What was
I guess, again, no, don't they have lockers at these workout places for this purpose?
They do, but you have to bring your own lock and all that. So I think this
So
is
you'd
like
rather
you
bring
have-
this bottle?
I don't use the lockers. I just take everything with me. You
Would
know.
you use this bottle?
No, I don't trust the magnets. They're gonna fall off. Like I have a system.
That's
down.
why
I
you
also
wouldn't
don't
use it?
record, I also don't record myself at the gym because that's weird. I don't know. That's just showy. I don't go to the gym to show people.
You can also sit this next to you on the couch.
Yeah, you can just use it as a phone holder, basically.
But I don't have a table.
That's true.
Yeah, that's an answer for that.
What if I combine this and a table? If I put this on a table, I can hold even more things.
Everything.
This is true.
At that point, it's turtles all the way down.
That bothers me to get you drink with that phone sitting there. It's gonna fall off.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen at some point.
That's
trust
magnet.
that. I
No.
would not. Or you're gonna bump it, or you know.
All right.
No.
Do you want your own personal dishwasher? This one's doing really well.
This must be for RV people, right? Or
Yeah, yeah.
campers
RV
or something.
people
Yeah.
or live in like a studio apartment,
Right.
Something like that.
I thought it was
This is
kind of a neat idea, actually.
It seems really cool. If you are, especially like living alone and you really don't need to do that many dishes, well,
Right.
first of all, just do your dishes like by hand, like we've done for a long time. If you're living alone, is what I mean. Okay, just like wash your 2 or 3 dishes. But if you want a dishwasher, this one seems like a really good portable one. You know, like I think for RV living or just even traveling, right? You got this little thing, you can connect it to the water, or you have these 2 little buckets and you fill them with water, bam, it takes the water from there. If this works well, it's really a neat design.
I agree.
Yeah,
You're
I can
right
see
though
that.
about the if it works well. I would want to see. I would want to
100%.
see a dish.
Yeah.
Like, and also how scrubbing is it?
How good is it? Right, because we've seen this kind of thing for a laundry, like a washing machine. We've seen this.
Yes.
Dishwashing now. Like they keep miniaturizing these things. And the only thing that works well miniaturized that I've seen is a fridge. A mini fridge is a fridge.
Right,
It's the same
yes.
thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't lose anything. But a washing machine this big, this, I don't know. I got to see it.
All right, and then finally, flood packs.
This one.
Sleek, minimalistic hydration fanny pack. Fanny packs are back, folks.
They
2024.
are.
Yeah, fanny packs are
So
where it's
strange
at.
to me.
Best part is that the
Especially
guy,
if they're filled like a bladder with water.
Is it a fanny pack though? If you are carrying it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's purse. But it's this
Right?
guy.
It's still
No,
called
They
that
still,
now?
they still call it that, yeah.
like
Do they?
But I look at it as like a one-shoulder purse or something. But
Yeah, that's definitely a purse.
This guy's
They still
walking his
call it that.
dog.
It's also
and-
not a big guy tourist guy because that's who wore them in the 80s and 90s, right? It would be
fair.
Dad.
Yeah.
Dad was wearing the fanny pack,
That's
and the kids
fair.
are like, "Stop, Dad."
That's true.
This guy's walking his dog has this on and also has his dog attached to his belt.
He did.
He needs his hands free.
He does.
For something that's going to happen. It's
the
like-
water bottle, probably.
I mean, this is just like a camelback, though. You know, I mean, it's
This guy here.
already a thing.
No, keep going down.
I agree. I don't
He's
get
got-
this because they are simulating something. How much money is this making? Is it doing well? This very much exists.
Yeah.
$135,000. Oh, this is not that.
see
You
the
can
dog
go get
walking
this
in here.
right now.
Right.
Keep going.
The exact same thing, except it'll be less dorky because you can wear it as a backpack.
And you can get
You know, I
water
just
bo-
don't get
But
it.
even at
But
that, if
the
you
guy-
want it as I mean,
I guess you could do
can
it
get
on-
just the bladder.
Yeah.
You can get just the bladder and put it in a fanny pack. I don't know. This is a strange one to me. This seems like you can go to Marshall's and find something.
I'm trying
or
to think
make
here.
this.
What am I missing on the fact that you choose your side?
So I
You
think,
have to pick now. Who are you with, her or her?
No, so I think that means that there's holes on both sides for the straw to come out.
Oh.
And
The
so-
straw, okay,
right.
But the strap should be able to be reversible, right?
It is,
I know.
right, yeah, but you don't want to have to like leave the pack open because the zipper only zips one way, right?
No, I
And
get the
so
side.
you have to be able to put there's holes on both sides for the straw to come out so the bag can still be completely zipped. Is what I'm assuming. I've not
Yeah,
looked
no,
at
I
it.
think that's right. He had an attachment that came off clean, and the bladder was sealed.
Can you get the bladder shaped like a bottle and a cap so I can hold it in my hand?
Yes, you can also get that.
I'll do that.
All right. Well, before we do our picks of the week here, we're going to jump to the Midwest Annex.
Ooh.
Hey there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio, and for this week's pick of the week, I'm going with Panda Spin, a trick-taking game by Carl Chuddick, who has done some really kind of out-there designs. Some of his games I've enjoyed, others I've really not liked, but I'm intrigued by the idea of this one. I like the look of the game, and the idea of the card spinning is kind of cool. So that's going to be my pick of the week. Let's see what everyone else has had to say about it.
That's a pretty good one.
That's
my,
a good one.
My pick of the week is going to be Norsemen.
That's good.
Well, I mean, half of it's the cover.
That's true. I agree.
But I like how the rest of the game looks. This looks like the kind of Euro game that I would want to play. I know it doesn't look like the box. I know there's kind of a mismatch there, but it still looks interesting. I like the concept and the 5 rounds and 3 ages, and I like the art and everything. This looks fun.
Go.
I struggled between Everdell Duo and Leviathan Wilds, but I'm going to give the nod to Leviathan Wilds because I feel like you were saying, Tom, the expansion just for the expansion is a little expensive. I think the expansion alone is $35. Then with the deluxe components, that's
Who
what's
doesn't
taking
get
it
the
up.
deluxe components?
But, right, I want that double layered board. I think it's the perfect timing for this kind of expansion. That's just a little bit more to do because the game hasn't been in my collection long enough to need changes to it, to need new modes of play or completely change the gameplay. So I think it's the perfect timing for the perfect kind of expansion and a couple little upgrades just for that quality of play. Duo layered boards are really good at that. So I'm stoked about this one.
I think a big part of this one is people getting it because they missed it.
Right.
So it's a bit of a slow burn.
Because it's not
So
retail,
you don't
I
really
think.
want to feel that feeling of like, oh, and a big giant expansion. I'm already behind.
Yes.
Right.
I guess I'll get it too, but I don't know if I need it. This feels like a not a big commitment kind of expansion, right?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like more dudes? Yeah, more dudes
Cool.
is
Yeah.
good.
I've not missed my entry point.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Runar. Seems really cool.
right.
I don't know. Again, I was a little back and forth on this because of the stuff I read on BGG. It wasn't necessarily glowing. But man, I love the look of this.
Yes! Step into a Slim Jim! The time has come.
It's time to get that dried meat.
Your warriors from
Oh, yeah. It's time to choose your warriors, basically. And I choose Runar
Oh.
to be my warrior.
All right. This was good. I like this. I like 23 Knives, Leviathan, but I went with the Christmas Tree Zombie one.
That's a good pick too.
Of course you did,
I
baby.
see.
Zombie Horde.
I am
Oh,
hopeful.
zombie horde. Oh, zombie horde.
But if you can make your colony and then have a tower defense,
Right.
man,
And using
hope
the
it
terrain
works.
to your advantage,
Right.
no, I'm there
It's
with you.
good.
This
I mean,
is-
it's
this
just-
looks good.
like I said, I like the idea of Dead of Winter, and if this is making that, I'm not really hopeful, but I hope it's really good.
Yeah.
So you're really hopeful.
I guess I am hopeful.
All
I'm
right,
not
there
confident.
it is.
I'm not hopeful, but I hope.
You know what? I kind of took off with nowhere to land on that whole sentence. So I was like, okay.
Well, good news is it was really smooth.
Thank you.
did well.
No one noticed.
We're here for you. All right. Well, that is it for another Crowdsurfing. We'll be back at 2 in about 4 hours with our top 10 deduction games. Ooh.
I'm going to deduce what your number one is.
I'm going to try to deduce what's on your list.
I don't think you will know my number one.
Really?
You would not guess my number one.
Cosmic?
What?
I don't
No,
know.
that's
Until next
negotiation.
time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Camilla.
I'm Joy
Say
Evans.
I'm clueless. Oh, okay. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.